So you met this girl, you guys hit it off, you exchange numbers, you schedule a date, and then she makes some lame excuse about the weather or her cat dying or her friend Jessica flew into town, and you just know deep down that you don't want to hear it and that it's just a lame excuse. Gentlemen, I have been in this situation countless of times, and I got so fed up with it that I did everything I could to fix it, and I want to share this with you. So before we get into it, you know what, if you can just like and subscribe. I'm gonna shut up now, let's just get right into the content. So why do we get flaked in the first place? It's like, I don't understand, like we thought we hit it off. And I found a couple of things, and this one was a tough pill to swallow for me, which was the interaction was not as good as I thought it was. There wasn't this spark. She just wasn't feeling that spark, and she might have been fun, and while she was thinking, cool, it was fun meeting you, she wasn't thinking, I wanna see this guy again. And it can suck to hear that because we think we put our all into it. We think that, she was laughing, she was smiling. I don't understand. We were talking for a good 5-6 minutes. What is going on? So the first thing I had to realize is girls will laugh and smile out of just being nice, okay? They will do that when they're not really that interested and they don't want to just say like, hey, I don't want to talk to you, bye, and that's their way of dealing with it. Now, this isn't happening to every one of you, I bet, but this is one thing that I want you to consider. That will take a hard look at it, where you just asking her question after question and asking her questions that you don't even care to know the answer to, like how she met her high school friend Jessica and how they're such close friends now. If you don't care to know that, why are you asking that? And better yet, how can you expect to care about her answer if you don't even care about the question? So all you're doing is leading and creating a domino effect of flatline conversation. So number one, be interested to be interesting. And don't just talk to her for 30 seconds and then go for the number as if it's some kind of chore. Actually put in the effort, make eye contact, smile, do these little things, and these little things make a huge difference because they're the basic biological foundation of what women are attracted to. And this happens because we're running out of stuff to say. So we're like, let me pull something out of my ass. How'd you meet your high school friend Jessica? You know what I mean? And it's like, that uncomfort in you is gonna go on to her, transfer onto her. We attract whatever we put out. So if we're putting out anxiety, nervousness, what do I say, this and that, and we're putting on this identity of conformity, right? Of like, so how's your friend? Oh, cool. Oh, so what are you doing later? Just that uncomfortable vibe. How the hell do you think she's gonna respond? You think she's gonna be teasing you, joking with you, poking fun at you, winking at you, playing? You're like, no, she's not gonna do any of that. You're not even doing any of that. So you gotta relax and understand that if you're actually asking stuff you're interested in and talking about stuff you're interested in, that it's more likely you're gonna have something interesting to say, and that you'll be more playful, and that you'll be more lighthearted and focus on having that genuine connection. Number two, which I just can't emphasize enough, when I stopped doing it, my results just skyrocketed, is stop using the 3-day texting rule. Stop waiting 3 days to text her because, what if she thinks I'm mean? What if she thinks that I'm being too eager and this and that? These are all just toxic little kid games that didn't help when I did that. I was like, okay, I waited. And then when I did wait and I texted them, I didn't respond. Why? Because it dies out at that point. You forget about them. People move on. Not to mention, girls meet guys constantly. Like through Tinder, through in the streets, getting catcalled, this, that, like every time. Girls are meeting guys. And you need to act fast. Dude, I'm telling you, you need to act fast. And for me, I've noticed that when I send them a text within 1 or 2 hours, or even right then and there, like, hey, it's David, it was cool meeting you, right? Or drop a comment about something you guys talked about, it's all good, it's cool. Keep it light, simple, and don't overthink it. The first thing that really worked with me is I started making plans in the interaction, right? We're talking, and I'm just like, what are you up to after your gym, whatever? And she's like, oh, I have a couple of errands to run, and then not sure after that. They're not gonna always say, oh, I'm free after, right? They're gonna say like, oh, I have a couple of things to run, and then things to do, and then not sure after that. Because then women study the game too, by the way. Women are like, they know that if they say like, oh, I'm free right after, they might seem like they're coming off as they're just too available. Women study this shit too, so keep that in mind. Then you can say, okay, cool, how about we get ice cream at this place at this time? Be specific. Don't just say, hey, yeah, so we can hang out after or whenever you're free or whenever. It's like, no, that doesn't sound exciting. That sounds boring. That sounds like you don't even care. It sounds like you're not asserting yourself as a man. It sounds like you're just being another guy, J-A-G, just another guy. It's really key you don't do that. And just be like, oh yeah, cool, so we'll hang out again. No, really be like, okay, cool, how about we hang out after your assignments, after your class, after whatever, 9:30 p.m. at this ice cream spot. Okay, really lay it out there. I made VIP reservations to Yogurtland tonight. Are you coming or not? You know, like really lay it out there, have that kind of vibe towards it, and just really assert yourself there. This doesn't mean to push. This doesn't mean to, you know, persist if she's saying no and this and that. I'm not saying to do that at all. So you're being persistent, but you're not being needy, creepy, or weird about it. You're laying it out there because it's what you want and you believe that you deserve it and that you believe you guys are gonna have a good time. And if she isn't free and if she says like, I'll let you know and this and that after all odds, no big deal, okay? Treat it like it's no big deal. It defines your character, really, as a man, to not be salty about stuff, to not get butthurt over stuff. It's cool. It's not the end of the world. There's going to be other girls, okay? Because there will be other girls. Not every girl will want to hang out with you or can hang out with you or whatever. So it's important to keep that in mind, to be outcome dependent and not expect anything. So yeah, I hope you found this video helpful. Let me know what you think. Drop a comment if you'd like for me to talk about anything else, and I'll gladly do so. Peace.